You also wrote that there's no rules, only consequences that shape his calculus. And you wrote that in the context of, would Putin push the button? Would Russia use nuclear weapons? Can you expand on that a bit?
I think it's dangerous when the liberal democracies, the West, NATO, look at the world as having a set of rules that everyone respects. Putin's outlook is those rules were created by the liberal democracies to keep Russia down, to oppress what was the Soviet Union coming out of World War II, and then Russia as it emerged from the ashes of the Soviet Union. So those aren't rules he accepts. So I think when we get together and go, well, he's breaking the rules and stuff, those aren't his rules. In fact, if he was acknowledging rules of his predecessors, there'd be no war in Ukraine. Ukraine, the Russian Federation, the United States made an agreement in the mid-90s when Ukraine turned over its nuclear weapons that respected the territorial sovereignty and integrity of Ukraine, which he has no use for. So what has impacted Putin's calculus isn't a rule, United Nations Charter, or a treaty, but what is it in it? What's in it for him, or what could hurt him? And when there are consequences, that's what sets his behavior. And I think it's important to look at that to understand what he's going to do, and particularly as we hope to at some point transition the conflict into negotiations. There have to be consequences for his actions that would get Putin to consider withdrawing, making changes, or restraint.